I made a friend. Look at him. He's so great. I actually had him in the 3.5 video, and I forgot to talk about him. There was a lake just over here that I found him in. I think it's technically classified as an ocean. And there were a couple whales, and he was just in the middle of it, just swimming, bobbing. I have no idea why he was there. So I gave him a little scoop, because you can do that in this mod. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. No, and I brought him home and I gave him a job. So now he is my Mr. Profit. He buys sticks and flint, and it's amazing. And because I'm getting tons of flint, actually I think I put it all over here. Yeah, I've been just trading him a bunch of flint, and he is my friend now. And he's almost max level, and he for some reason sells these things called banana arrows. And I don't know what these are, but I'm gonna get them purchased so oh really? Okay. There, that's like 7 of my 30 emeralds that I just got, but that should be a max level villager now. Yay! So I can get an Unbreaking 2 crossbow and Arrow of Shielding, which I think is a terrible thing because that kind of just benefits who I shoot. So that doesn't help. But yeah, I have a little friend, and I also have a floor. Look at this! I made a floor, and I'm making a secret. Ooh. So right down here, I'm getting started on a little bit of a project. So look at this. So if you watch the episode 3.5, I kind of talked about future plans and whatnot and what I want to do. And I decided that if I'm going to go underground, I should do it right here, just in my home. That way I don't have to leave, and it can be a nice little pretty place for me to return to. Nice little permanent spot. But I don't have to just make a weird hole somewhere else. This, by the way, it was me kind of cleaning up shop a little bit. I was finally disassembling the cart thing, and I've been collecting all the granite for a certain build, and all I have left in here is just a bunch of random building blocks and miscellaneous things. So that is cool. I haven't done any work outside of right there between shots. I did this little bit here. That runs some of the rotational power under the base here so that I can actually have that elevator. Now, one thing that I do need to do, did I put it in my... no, I did not. I put it in a chest somewhere, or in a barrel. The way I'm going to go about this is, I think I put them all in here. Yes, I did. I'm going to avoid having to dig my way all the way down, and instead, I'm going to do... whoops, I'm going to do this thing. Oh, I put my wrench away. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a bunch of drills pointing down, and this is gonna be how I go. Now, I did have a little section off to the side here that was gonna help me with getting things stopped. I'm not actually gonna need that anymore. I think I should have some dirt in here, yeah. I'm not gonna need that anymore because I'm actually gonna be using a gantry carriage, which is a bit different for me. Usually I use not hose pulleys, just pulleys? I think they're just called pulleys. And that'll get me up and down. But in this case, I'm going to be using a gantry carriage. And hopefully that will run the way I expect. I'm pretty sure it will. I think I put them all in here. Yeah. So I'm going to dig down in just a 1-tile area, which is going to be right here. I say tile, you know what I mean. Maybe even 2. I might have to do 2. And then, well, no, I could just do this one. I just dig all the way down, and then I can fly back up. And I can maybe collect the ores that are down here. And this is going to be how I go. Because then I could just place these, and I'll be able to lower it and raise it. And let me make sure that this actually functions. Let's see. It does not. Okay. Oh no, my tools! I forgot! Mana! Does it repair them? Oh, good. It does actually repair them. It maybe slowly, but it does. But yeah, I'm going to get this figured out, find out why... oh, I know exactly why this isn't working. It's because I am a goober. Can I... no. Here. There we go. Now it'll work. Well, kind of. I still need to do this. And Phil saw that I just uploaded. Because I did just upload. All right, now does it work? Uh-oh. It still doesn't work. Okay, I will figure this out. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but I will figure this out, and I will be back in a little bit, and we will have the big dig. Alright, it is all done. I have dug down to a reasonable level. I went down to Y20, so no negatives or anything. I have plenty of room to continue my verticality, but I am all set to go. So I'm just gonna park it in my chair, and let's see if I can actually hit the button. Please? Please? There we go! I haven't decorated yet, but there it is! Oh, isn't that amazing? Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. So yes, this goes all the way down to Y20, like I said. Oh! Did it just break? Why did it break? You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, let's try this one more time. Is there a disconnect on the gantry? Oh, I think there's a disconnect on the gantry. Oh, well that's anticlimactic. Alrighty. Well then, you see that it works, and it collects the resources in the chest to make things a little bit nicer. I'll come back when this is actually done. That was so anticlimactic. Alright, it's actually fixed. I promise this time it definitely works. I've ridden it. The only problem is that it might get rid of the input at the bottom, but here we go. There was just some blocks in the way of the gantry. I didn't think about that, so I cleared those out, and here we go. I was hoping I'd be able to keep that area clear so that you couldn't see the elevator cable, but yeah. I gotta still find a way to get this area nice and decorated, but there we go. And perfect, it didn't get rid of the button, so I can go back up. But yes, I have a redstone link right here that is set to frequency 1 of the gantry, frequency 2 of a brass casing. That's just what I have for the pattern. It doesn't really matter what it is specifically. And yes, it is coverable, and that means that it can go up and down. It's nice and good. I am happy with it, and I think this is going to be where I get started. So I'm going to start digging around and making some expansion, and then I will find ways to start incorporating machine bits into this, and we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping this is deep enough. It should be. There is one little problem that I gotta, and I knew this was going to happen. This is my old mine shaft. Which, by the way, I've been growing dripstone. But yeah, this is my old mine shaft. It doesn't quite work anymore. You don't get to walk up the stairs as easily as you could before. It just you go into an elevator chasm. But it is what it is. I can move now, and I can sit in my seat and be happy in the dark ride up the elevator. It's so nice. It's so exciting. I have transportation up and down. I like it. And click. I love it. It's so cool. And so now I have an entry into like a legitimate factory, or what will be a legitimate factory, in my basement. How cool is that? How cool is that? I love it. And Mr. Prophet here also loves it, I think. He just sees me come and go. He probably doesn't actually know what's going on in there. He just thinks that I sit in this room for hours on end. But yes, I'm going to go get lots and lots and lots of work done. It'll probably be quite a while until my next clip is actually done. So I will see you in the future. Haha, I lied. I'm not actually doing any of the factory stuff yet. No, instead, we're going to work towards TerraSteel, because I said before that I was going to do it, and we're going to do it. I've prepared all the bits, all the stuff. Hopefully I actually have everything. I don't actually know if I do, but we will find out. So I need a little bit of this, cool beans, and there we go. All right, so TerraSteel requires a little multi-block structure, which I'm going to build right here, and this guy. There we go. So this should be everything that is needed. Hopefully I built this right. And then for the mana transfer, yes, I'm going to be using sparks, because I have seen that that is the most efficient way to do things. I had to go into the nether, do some gathering of things. I have blood sacks now. And if I am doing this correctly, I didn't grab enough petals. Oops. Boom. Sparks. Live drive. Okay, let's see. Is this the proper way of doing things? I'm going to put them right here. And do I put it here? My guess is yes, but that might not be true. Let's take a look. So TerraSteel. It is mana steel, a mana pearl, and a mana diamond. Okay, so I got the diamonds, and I have some of the steel. I forgot about the pearl. Here, let me do the diamonds. There we go. And yeah, now all those things kick on, because I had a backlog of mana. It's a bit nuts. I'm gonna go a little overboard, because I know I'm gonna need it at some point anyway. I'm just gonna make a stack of mana steel. It's gonna be amazing. Look at that. So good. Oh wait, it didn't do the whole stack. There we go. Beautiful. A whole stack of it. Okay, let me go grab some, unless I have some on me. Oh, I have one. Okay, I'll do one for the proof of concept. Let's do one mana pearl. All right, and then if I do this, and I do this, and I do this, and I think this is gonna be good enough. Is this? All right, cool. That's gonna pull from there. And if I do this, does that work? Uh-oh. Okay, I think I got it now. I called for help, and then I realized that I got my blocks wrong. So hopefully this will work now. So if I do mana diamond, mana steel, and mana pearl, there we go. Much better. Got the Terra Steel, and that actually consumed quite a bit. Apparently this uses like a total of half a mana pool, so that's a bit concerning. But yes, I got the Terra Steel. I'm very excited. Now I need a little bit more of the pearlage. I need some mana pearls, and then I can make more of these. My first things I'm going to make are the Terra Shatterer. I don't know how to make them better. Like, there's these different ranks, and I don't understand that. And then there's the Terra Blade, which I want to make. Definite Terraria references going on here. I love it. I don't know about the armor just yet, because these are going to take all the different seasons and whatnot, or the runes of different seasons. So we'll see. And then there's the Band of Aura, which I forgot about. I think this is just a ring that holds mana, much like the mana tablet. So I think I'm going to look into this. But yeah, I think at first I'm going to go ahead and make a Terra Shatterer and a Terra Blade. I'll be right back once I actually get the pearls and stuff. Alrighty, let's see if we actually have enough mana for all of this. So I have my pearls. There we go. I made an extra mana tablet because I know I'm going to need one. And I'm going to separate all of these. There we go. So I can just do this, this, this. Whoosh. Whoosh. I love this. And I love seeing all the mana just rush over to it. It's really fun. But I am also going to hopefully have just a little extra. Because this right here, well, one more and then I'll have enough for the Terra Shatterer. And then another 2 and I'll have enough for the pickaxe. But oh my god, look how much of the mana gets taken away. That is crazy. I'm really going to have to ramp up my mana production at some point. But I want to do this first. Alright, so if I just do a little bit of the Terra Steel, a mana tablet, and then 2 living wood twigs, I get the Terra Shatterer. How cool is that? There's no advancement for that apparently, but I think that's fine. I have to make an Elementium pickaxe to make something about it better. I don't really know what the purpose of that is. Maybe it just makes it have a little tip, I guess. I don't really know, but I'll take a look at that later on, I suppose. But here we go. I'm gonna make the next 2, and then I'm gonna make the Terra Blade. Hopefully that has some like Terraria like fighting style. I think that'll be really cool. And then I'm gonna make 1 or 2 extra. I think 2 extra. Because I do want to make the Elven Gateway soon. And I think the best way to go about that is by having a big pool of mana over here and having some extra Terra Steel. Well, I know you need some Terra Steel in order to get it going, but I don't know all the costs, but we'll see. Oh, I hope I have enough. Oh, it's gonna be really close. Oh, and there goes all of my mana. That is insane. But it's still really cool because now I have the Terra Blade. Woo! Remote Paranoia. Why? Arm yourself with a weapon made of Terra Steel. Cool, cool, cool. So, can I do swing? Yo! What? I don't know how much of my mana this actually consumes. Oh, that's so cool. I need something to fight. I need something to fight. Spooter. Eh. Nope. Creeper. It does hit. And he's dead. Oh, that's so much fun. Oh, that's so much fun. I love this. That is amazing. Okay, I feel satisfied. I have a Terra Shatterer. I have a Terra Blade. Now I feel powerful and ready to go. One thing I do need to do is make this into Terra Steel nuggets. And then that is going to get me the Elven Gateway Core. I think I only need one of these, and I know I'm going to need a couple of mana pylons. I think 2, and I'm also going to need, I believe, some more mana pearls, and then that's going to help me get the Elven Gateway set up. So I'm going to work on that here in just a sec. I might actually tear this guy down real quick just to make room for everything, because I don't really need it anymore now that I have the creosote oil. So let's see, does this do AoE? No? I thought it did. I really thought it did. Maybe it's like an upgraded version. I thought someone was talking about it before. Alright, but I'm going to get this stuff set up and ready to go, and then hopefully... Well, I might wait a little bit in order to get my mana stores back up, and then we'll try to get the Elven Gateway set up. Apparently it takes a bunch of mana, if I'm remembering right. It takes a bunch of mana to get started, and then once it's started, then it just kind of passively consumes a little bit of mana, and you're just kind of good from there. So we'll see, but man, I am loving this. Oh, and it has actually pretty good range. This feels good. Alrighty, I'm gonna get back to work. Probably get some work done in the factory area, in the caves, while that mana builds up. And I will see you when I have either some progress on that done, or some progress on that done out there. So I will see you in probably quite a while. Alrighty, I hope, this is enough mana to work with. So I've waited a little bit while I got things together. I whipped up the portal. It takes some glimmering living wood, only 3 bits. And that's just living wood logs with a single piece of glowstone, super cheap. I think it's like 8 living wood logs. And then the Elven Gateway Core, which is also not too bad once you have Terra Steel. It's literally a third of a nugget. Or, sorry, a third of an ingot. And you use the other 6 on making those Natura pylons, which I stuck over here. The Lexica Britannia says as long as it's within an 11 by 11 by 11 area of the core, then we should be good to go, and this is within that range. So we should be fine, so let's see if this works. I'm going to give it a little tap. And... Please actually kick on. I think... Is it done? Wait, is it good? Is that it? Oh my god, I think that's it. I think we're okay. If I threw this in? Maybe it's 2? Yes! Where'd it go? Yes! Haha! We have an Elven Gateway. I don't remember this being so translucent. This is pretty nice, actually. I like this. But yeah, you can't run through it yourself, but that's fine. And there is the updated Lexica Britannia. So now we have all the things about ALFHEIM, Alphamancy, whatever, that we could ever need. So living wood creates dream wood, and dream wood can be used to make better mana spreaders. 2 mana steel equals elementium. We can make an upgraded version of the Wand of the Forest, so it's a Wand of the Elven Forest. I don't really know the benefit, but that's a thing. You can make pixie dust out of mana pearls, mana diamonds turn into dragonstone, which I think is a RuneScape reference. Nether quartz into elven quartz, which I'm sure has also lots of different things. I'm not looking for the Ritual of Gaia yet. We're not to that point. What do we got? And then elf glass, which is mana glass turned into elf glass. And I think that also has several things involved. We'll take a look at that at some other point. But yeah, let's make some dream wood. Look at that. How nice. I'm happy. I'm very, very pleased. Got all the elementium that we need as well. And I'm pretty sure that's how we upgrade this, right? With an elementium thing and then dreamwood twigs. So I actually have a crafting table right over here. So let's just get that upgraded then. How does this work? So I get the dreamwood, make the twigs, and then I get the elementium, make the pickaxe. See if there's an achievement. There's not. And then I put that together with the Terra Shatterer. And hopefully this isn't a mistake, but now we have some upgraded version, question mark, of the Terra Shatterer. I don't know what the difference is, but I think that's fine. And now this should just kind of be passive. While the mana gets produced, it'll keep this alive. This is a very bulky, not very attractive setup. I recognize that. I might change it around at some point, but right now it works, and that makes me happy. So I'll figure out what other uses I have of the Elven Portal, but in the oh, there's some weird stuff with that, isn't there? Yeah. Not everything appears through the portal. That is a little bizarre. Alrighty, but I'm still feeling pretty good about this. I'm gonna make like 5 more of this stuff. Ta-da! I love it! It's so cool! Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, right, we can make the Starcaller sword too, which it looks like it does the same damage. It just makes stars drop, maybe? And then there's the Elementium sword and some kind of fancy bucket. Oh, there's just all this stuff. Oh, and then there's the Gaia pylon. That's where things get dangerous. I'm a little scared, but we are getting pretty close to being able to fight the Spirit of Gaia. That'll be fun. Not gonna happen this episode. Probably not gonna happen for a while. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to working on the factory, which I haven't actually done in quite a bit. And I will give an update once some of that's been dug out, and I think that'll be a good place to leave off. So I will see you guys in just a little bit, once I have actually done a little bit of the diggy hole. Okay, so I am back. It has been quite a good bit of time since my last recording, my last clip. I've done some work off camera / on camera. I did a good bit of stuff on stream, and I did some stuff off stream. So first of all, I would like to draw attention to this pickaxe. I have finally figured out how the upgrade rank thing works. You throw it in a mana pool, and then you sit there and wait. That's it. It absorbs mana, and that's the thing. Oh, I already took the reward, but I did get a payment from Vale because they stopped by for some hydrogen, because they had a need for hydrogen. He gave me a diamond, and these pedestals are really cool. Check this out. Look at that. How cool. I love this. I might use that at some point for some decoration, but we'll see. I'm not entirely sure. But I have done some work. So I've changed the button to a large framed button, which I think is much nicer. So I'm going to push this and take a look at the new elevator shaft. What do you think? I couldn't find a way to hide the elevator cable, so I figure I just decorate around it, and I think it kind of works. I use shroom light for a lighting source. 5 blocks in between every shroom light. I think that is decent enough. Keeps it lit up well, and then check this out. You can already see on the map I've done some digging work and stuff, but look at this. Hopefully it works. It's been forgetting what state it's in, so let's see. Yeah! Ta-da! I had them set up to where they open individually as opposed to all at once. I thought that'd be... Okay, yeah, this one forgot its state. I have to figure that out. Sometimes they sort of forget what state they're in. Might break the wall here a little bit and just kind of show you how this is working. So let's get in the back here. Yep. So it's using a sticky piston. I tried to put the words together. A sticky mechanical piston with 3 of the poles attached to the 5x3 glued thing of iron sheet metal. Each one of these technically costs 1 ingot of iron. So I mean, this took me a little bit of money, or a little bit of stuff. But this guy, the sequence gear shift, is how I'm working with this. The piston will pull back 3 meters. And then it waits for its next redstone signal, and then it'll push forward 3 meters, and then it'll end, which goes back to the beginning. What seems to be happening... Oh, and there's a... I can't really get to it from this angle, but there's a... Well, I'll just do this. Ta-da. Hover mode, please. Thank you. There's a redstone link. It's kind of just not been showing for some reason what the icons are. I don't know what bug is causing that. It's just a visual thing. But that receives this so that it gets its redstone, and there is... there is a redstone link... underneath the floor here, which I'll break this open. Do I have stone on me? Yes, I do. Well, actually, I'll just break this. Yoink. Cool. So it's just got the stuff right under here. The button is directly over the redstone link, and then this button is over a little bit of redstone that leads into the link. And all 3 of these are built in the exact same fashion, but for some reason, after so many button presses, it just kind of quits. And you'd think it would be after like 2 or 3, because that would make sense, because there's only 2 things. Like right now, though, no, it's perfectly fine. It'll open and close and open and close and open and close, and then at some point, it'll just not. And then I have to press it an extra time. It might be a server thing, maybe, not sure. Haven't exactly built this on single player before. But yeah, this is how I think I'm gonna do this. With, by the way, I did all this digging with the Terra Shatterer. I left this little opening over here so I can show you. With the Terra Shatterer ranking system, right? So it's up to B rank. It starts off at D, and then you put a little bit of mana into it, and then it takes 10 times that amount of mana to go from... C to B, and then 10 times again to get from B to A. Like, the amount of rainbow in here indicates how much mana is in there. You're looking at like 2 entire mana pools full in getting from B to A. So it's it's taken a bit. But it's okay, and it's nice because check this out. If you shift right click, it does that thing, and now it mines in a 3x3. How cool is that? It is super convenient, super good for clearing out areas, and it is and shift right click again to get it back, and it's exactly what I did to do all of this mining. So I'm pretty content with it. Where was my spot? Here we go. Boop. Which, by the way, if I haven't already brought this up, it's C to crouch. You go into the prone thing. I don't know if I brought that up or not, but yeah. Thought that might be helpful. You might see from my armor on the bottom already, but I have switched to Elementium armor. My compressed iron broke, and I've switched to this, and it clashes really heavily. So I've been keeping it off visually, because you can have customized armor in here if you want. So yeah, that's what I got going on over here. I just put those off. I also switched hands on my little pirate hook, because it just looked a little bit silly to be holding a pick, but then also have a hook hand that wasn't holding the pick. So yeah, it started to bother me. But yeah, I hope you like this. I'm kind of proud of it. This, by the way, is cobbled deep slate beams from the mod Rechiseled, which is very much like the old chisel mod, but this chisel doesn't actually take durability, so it's pretty nice. Do I have an example? Can I use this? How about this one? Yeah. So yeah, you can just get all these different things. And it doesn't cost anything, and it'll just automatically chisel it, and you can hit this to chisel all of the same block in your inventory, and you can take it back to the original state as well if you want to be able to store things once you're done. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I might move around these chests a smidge, maybe put this one over here or something, so that way it kind of fits, and then we just have this open area, because this is a little in the way of going into this one. But we'll see. But this is where I'm planning on doing a lot of my more technological things, so mechanism, applied energistics, that sort of stuff. Future plan is to get thermal evaporation chambers set up, so that way I can get, different chemicals, really. I need lithium, which is made from brine, and do all that stuff. So I plan on doing that, and I'm probably going to use lava to generate that heat for me. I think that's going to be really, really nice. The problem, though, is that takes a lot... Whoop, that's not a solid block. It takes a lot of steel in order to do that. Now, I've been slowly working on that a little bit. The problem is it's going to cost me a ton of iron. But I made a bunch of enriched carbon, and I've just been doing this. Well, I mean, this is my first inventory. It's just one stack of iron. So we'll see. We'll get a stack of steel out of that, and then we'll move in from there. And just in case you're curious, the thermal evaporation blocks, it's 4 bits of steel and 1 copper to make 4 thermal evaporation blocks. So it's 1 to 4 for copper, but 1 to 1 for steel. So it's a little bit pricey, and the controllers cost 5 of those, which is a bit of an awkward number. And then we can get the valves and such using advanced control circuits. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. There's going to be lots and lots of things that I'm going to be doing with that. Lithium and brine, and, well, that's basically it, is lithium and brine. Well, the brine is important for a different reason, because you can get sodium and chlorine out of that. Sodium's used for some stuff, like in a fission reactor. You can use it if you want to for, like, coolant. And then chlorine you can use to combine with hydrogen to make hydrogen chloride, which is how you get into the next step of ore processing, because then it uses 3 raw to make 8 instead of 1 to 2, so it's a little bit above double. So it's more efficient, but there's more steps, is basically what I'm getting at. And, of course, the power generation that I have over here, which I talked about in episode 3.5. If you haven't already watched that, I suggest looking at it just so you can get an idea of what's going on here. I'll probably be tearing this down and moving it downstairs. But this is super, super good. This can go up to, I believe, 51,000 FE per tick, so super strong, and it's completely overfilled. So I'm going to be putting down another gas burning generator just for that, and it's also making these as a byproduct. It's pretty cool. But yes, I am quite happy and content with the progress so far, and I did a little bit of asking of people, and it seems that create actually might be the next thing that I do. Might slap a building right down there or so, maybe a little further back. We'll see exactly where. And I might run some shafts all the way down into the factory area. We will see how I do that. But that is going to be about 1 million stress units I believe. I'm going to be calling it my Blazing Powerhouse. I might have talked about those a couple times before. I don't remember. But yes, I appreciate you all being here. I believe that's going to be where I leave things off for today. I will hopefully have this out over the weekend, and then I will be back to work very, very soon. But yes, I appreciate you all watching and sticking by. If you have any opinions or any feedback or things you want to see, hello lag, feel free to let me know. If you have a certain mod that you want me to look into, I haven't really touched any of the other magic mods aside from Britannia. So if you want to take a look at that as well, just let me know. There's a few benefits to me doing that too. But yes, I shall Superman my way out of here. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.